So when you go into a dealership to buy a car, you want to get a great deal and save some money. And you might think you're a great negotiator and shop price, but there's going to be some secret ways that no matter what you do, you will not be able to get a great deal on the car. So let's take a look at some insider dealer information. These are numbers published by car dealers showing their profits and how they structure a transaction in order to make the most profit. The first thing to keep in mind is when you buy a car, because of the fact that pricing and negotiating and competitiveness is very public. So if you're shopping for a car, you can go to one dealer's website and it'll show you a car, how much it's going to cost. You can go to another dealer's website to compare prices. So you're not going to be able to, as a dealer, make a lot of money by charging high prices for a car because the next dealer down the street is going to undercut you. So what they do is they're very competitive on the price of the car, but they make up for it by secretly adding things to your car loan to make more profit. How much? Well, here's a chart. Front and back gross. What does that mean? Front is what they make on selling the car. Front is when they sell a car for $30,000 and they paid $33,000 for it. I'm sorry, when they paid $23,000 for it, they make a $7,000 profit. That's front end profit. Back end profit is how much they make in the finance office. When you go into your finance office, they're going to make money on interest, and they're also going to tack on a bunch of things to your car loan. And we're going to look at that here with some charts here in a minute, how much we're talking about. Tens of thousands of dollars in profits on these car loans. So front end and back end profit. The fourth quarter of 2025, the last full quarter, 83% of the profit of a car came from the back end, meaning that it was in the finance office. The dealer only made 17% on the front end, which is the sell of the car, the price of the car. So you probably got a great deal on your car. You probably got an excellent deal when you compared the price. But that's kind of a price leader. That's their way of getting you in and getting your transaction, and then they can make money on your finance. So what are they making all this money on? Well, here are the different items that they make money on. Protection, that is things like vehicle warranties. This is things like protecting the paint. PPM, prepaid maintenance, so you're paying for your oil changes and tune-ups up front. Security, things like VIN etch and things like alarm system. Tire and wheel protection, so if you scratch your wheels or you damage your tires, that gets covered. Different packages, other, which is various miscellaneous things. Key protection, if you lose your keys, they replace that because they'll tell you your key is $500. You need to buy this protection for your keys. Dent protection, if you get a ding in your car, they'll fix it. And other various things. But here's where it's interesting. See these three bars: a red bar, a blue bar, and a gray bar. The percentage that they make depends upon if you're financing or not. We're going to talk about why that's very important and why it's misleading. If you look, if it's a red bar, that's 22% strength of penetration. If it's a gray bar, now that red bar is finance. The first one right here, finance. The red bar is finance. The second bar, blue bar, is lease. So finance and lease are both way up here, high penetration. If you pay cash, it's a low penetration. Why is that? It should be the same, right? If you pay cash or finance, you should still be interested in this product if it's legitimate. Here's the reason why. When you finance a car, they tell you, oh, this protection only costs about $15 a month. In reality, it's probably $3,000 on your loan, but they don't tell you that. They just tell you $15, $20 a month, which it might not even be right. If you're paying cash, you have to pay cash for the actual whole amount of that protection. So they're going to say your prices for the car is $45,000. If you want an extended warranty, it's $4,000 more. You're going to say, I don't want that extended warranty. Too much money. Most people who are financing these vehicles up here in the red, who, if they knew the actual price of the warranty, would never buy it because they're never told the actual price. Many times when they sign the contracts, they're just signing on a tablet, so they don't even see the price. They just see where they have to sign their name, right? So the difference between these red lines and the gray lines is so huge because people would never buy these products if they knew how much they cost. It's actual fact of being misleading. What's the PVR? PVR stands for per vehicle retailed. This is profit per vehicle retailed, how much money they make. Right now, it's averaging about $2,000 profit. Even if you go back a year ago, 2024, it was only $1,800. It's gone up 10%. The profits are going up. Now, this is the profit. This isn't the price of the items, because they make a profit on when they sell it. So if they sell you something for $5,000, they might make $2,000 profit. So in order for them to make $2,000 profit, they probably have to sell you $5,000 or $6,000 worth of stuff to add onto your loan. So this is just their profit. So they're adding on quite a bit. Why are they doing this? Well, because the front end gross is going down. They used to make $2,200 per car, even back 4 years ago, April 2022, which is over here. They were making $2,700 per car. It's gone down 90%. They are now making $270 per car on the front end, meaning that that's what they make when they sell you the car. So they have to make up for it. The good news for you is you can still get a great deal on the car. They only make a $200 profit on a $50,000 car, and you can still not pay the upsells if you can avoid it. Here's the top F&I products. Tire and wheel protection, 19%. Prepaid maintenance, 17%. Paint and fabric protection, 20%. Gap insurance, which is a protection on the value of the car if you crash it, 40%. Service contract, 45%. Almost half the people buy a service contract, extended warranty. A lot of the extended warranty already covers things that you already covered on the car. And here's your PVR again, $1,995, $2,000. They're selling about 1.5 products per deal. And that's gone up. That's gone up, even just in the last quarter, it went up 3%. If it goes up 3% a quarter, that's going to be like 15% a year. This is big time money. Average F&I income per dealer, $200,000 they're making on F&I, on finance. $200,000. So it's about 100 cars times 2,000. That's about right. Average deal count per dealer is about 100. So this is where these add-ons end up on your loan. This is kind of the behind the scenes of how this is happening. You want to make sure that you are avoiding getting trapped onto these products. And if you do have them, realize you can cancel these. By law, you can cancel these products and take them off your loan and get these shaved off your loan balance to reduce your negative equity. But this is kind of a inside look, a secret look at what the dealers are doing and how they're training themselves to learn how to sell these things to make more money on these car deals. So you can check out our website, LoanExit. It'll tell you how to cancel these things, how to reduce your loan, how to cut your negative equity, and also how to cover that negative equity. Even if there's some left, after you do everything you can, you may still have a few thousand you have to deal with. We talk about how to get rid of that as well.